Today, a pipeline giant admitted it spent hundreds of millions strictly on permits to move a short pipe. A real estate titan is rushing to drop $20 billion because America stopped constructing buildings. And Wendy's proved its most profitable upgrade wasn't AI, it was a simple sticker printer. May 8th, 2026.
Right, so we had earnings from Brookfield, Enbridge, and Wendy's today, and across the board, the headline revenues looked broadly stable, but underneath that, the cash flow and margin stories are getting squeezed by the sheer friction of the physical world.
Exactly. I think the central thread we found across the companies we analyzed today is that building new things in North America has just become painfully difficult. So capital is hoarding legacy assets, big tech is bypassing the public grid entirely, and consumer brands are relying on low-tech operational hacks to protect margins.
Let's start with the infrastructure squeeze. Enbridge wasted 6 years and roughly $300 million purely on legal and tribal engagement just to permit a 41-mile pipeline relocation.
Which is completely absurd for 41 miles.
It is. I mean, it really is. And they are bumping right up against their leverage ceiling of 5 times debt. They literally cannot afford the risk of new greenfield projects anymore.
And that exact physical gridlock showed up in Brookfield, too. Nobody has constructed top-tier commercial real estate since 2020, so rents for those existing buildings have naturally surged up to 80%.
Right, which explains their sprint. Brookfield is initiating this aggressive buying spree over the next 2 months to just hoard the buildings that already exist. If you cannot build it, you buy the monopoly on what is already there.
Right, and that physical ceiling is also capping the AI narrative. Enbridge explicitly noted that tech giants have officially stopped caring about the color of the electron. Hyperscalers are actively negotiating to hardwire their data centers straight into raw, dedicated natural gas plants.
Wow. So the corporate carbon neutral pledges are taking a back seat because the desperation for baseload power is so severe. Reliability definitively beat out the optics.
Absolutely. And this friction hits the consumer level, too. Wendy's domestic operating income sank because their fresh beef became a heavy financial liability. They were actually forced to close 146 U.S. stores.
But what I find fascinating was how they clawed back some margin. They deployed basic sandwich sticker printers in their drive-thrus. It stops customers from unwrapping their burgers to check the order, and that one tiny analog change spiked accuracy by 170 basis points.
As operational leverage without a single line of AI code.
That is exactly what you have to do when the macro environment is this constrained, which is probably why Brookfield's Oaktree division is keeping its private credit powder dry right now. They are explicitly waiting for the real 2027 and 2028 debt walls to hit before deploying heavy capital.
They know the systemic distress is still delayed. It really is a major shift in how these companies have to navigate physical constraints. We track the nuances of those operational bottlenecks in the deeper individual company episodes today.
See you tomorrow.